Hello, my loves. Welcome back. This is Kagome, and today we are on part two of Witch's Choice, Volume 2. So, in the first volume, we found Uncle John and we ended up beating a couple of Rush Kids' children, which was very fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was great. It was wonderful. But now, I'm so sorry about the audio from the first one. Um, we are gonna have to find two more relics from the first one that we found. And I'm not too excited about that. If anything, I might be a little sad because that's just more work on us. But let's continue. Uncle John tries to straighten the frames on his glasses, then sighs and tucks them into his pocket. I don't believe any of us have experience borrowing cars. Wink, wink, he he he. You look down at your feet, your cheeks burning. I might, but it was just the once, and it was Hetty's idea, really. Ooh, y'all. I didn't think that our girl Ruthie was a little baddie. Get it? But no, seriously, gang. Do not, do not borrow people's cars without their permission. It is a very bad thing. You can and will go to jail for that or get arrested. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And it's not yours. So don't take it. And Hetty, I knew she was trouble. I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. You can't tell me that they weren't on some rapscallion adventures together. Ah. You straighten your skirt. That little incident had been Mother's chief reason for sending you to Uncle John's this summer. Oh, okay, okay. Because I was wondering why her mom was like, oh, guess what? You're going to your uncle's for the summer. I didn't know it was because Ruthie borrowed someone's car. Come on now. You clear your throat nervously. Maybe you shouldn't have said anything. Well, that will prove useful then, says Lavinia. We should be on our way. Mark Branson has a new automobile. Flashy little thing. His house is just down the road. Ah, Lavinia, I love you so much. I'm just gonna gush on her for maybe like a little bit. Lavinia has been my favorite character besides Grendel in this whole thing. Like, I love her sass. I love that she's a maternal figure. And she just, bro, she warms my little heart. And I am so grateful to her. You not. Stealing the car will be a lot easier if only one person goes with you. Lavinia knows the area best, and either she or Uncle John would be good to have with you if you should be attacked. After the healing, though, she looks exhausted. Poor thing. As best as you can tell, the children of Reshkith were after the artifact, and if the cabin should be attacked again, both Lavinia and Uncle John should be here to guard the relic. Girl, you're speaking facts, you speaking knowledge, Pookie. I love it. Thomas knows the most about the children of Reshkith. Of course he does. He was in that CULT. Ugh. While he seems kind of squirrely, he might be the best suited to something requiring this level of stealth. Thomas and I will go for the car, you say. Meet us at the roadside in half an hour. Oh, look at my girl Ruthie taking charge. We love it. We love it. I'm so proud of her. Lavinia nods. You can get to the Branson place by cutting through the forest to the north. The big white house south of town with the wraparound porch. Do you remember it? Yes. I'll raise a barrier around the cabin once you're inside. That should slow them down, at least. Keep a picture of the Branson place in your mind, and the path will open for you. Ooh. Uncle John furrows his brow. Please be careful. I will. You give him a reassuring smile, then beckon to Thomas and leave the cabin. Wait, says Lavinia. I haven't much juice left, but it's something. Lavinia places a hand on your shoulder and mutters a word in a language you don't understand. A thrumming feels a thrumming warmth fills your body. Thank you, you say. Hurry, she says. Ooh, baby, did we get some healing? Oh wait, yeah, we did. We did. Never mind. Outside of the cabin, you close your eyes and try to picture the Branson house. You passed it almost every summer, traveling between Marooners Point and Boston. When you were little, you thought a witch must have lived there. Well, look what, girly. Well, I mean, maybe a warlock lives there, Ruthie. You never know. You can see it in your mind. The broad wraparound porch, all of the spiky angles of the gables, that one cracked attic window that never seemed to be repaired, even though the rest of the house looked new. A loud creaky sound echoes through the clearing. Next to you, Thomas gasps. You open your eyes. Up ahead, the densely packed trees have shifted to the sides, opening a path that leads roughly to the north. Oh, you know what? I love these trees so much. They helped us in the last episode. And again, I am so sorry that y'all did not get any audio for that. Maybe once I play through this again, I will try to replay that specific part and actually give y'all audio. I feel so bad. You give Thomas a reassuring smile, then lead the way down the dark, cramped path. You feel a swell of magic behind you and glance back to see a shimmering blue barrier coalesce around the cabin. Oh, okay, get a Lavinia. You feel your way down the path, trailing the fingers of your right hand along the wall of the tree trunks. As you walk, you hold the image of the Branson house in your thoughts. Aside for Thomas's footsteps, the forest is silent. Ooh, spooky vibes. I love it. The farther you get from the cabin, the more space you find between the trees until there is finally enough space in the canopy to emit a few faint rays of moonlight. The path remains clear, a straight line through the forest, free of underbrush or low hanging branches. Suddenly, a sudden rustling in the leaves overhead. A hiss slithers through the air. The image of the Branson house wavers in your mind, and so do the trail, and so do the edges of the trail. A second hiss reaches your ears, more movement in the forest around you. One of them stalks through the bush beside you in the direction of the cabin. What do you do? All right, gang. So we don't have a lot of life. We don't have a lot of mana. All we have is cool points. I want us to hide. We have hide, we can run, or we can put up a shield. But I don't think that shield is gonna last us any longer. Um, we're gonna hide and hope for the best. Ooh, we got a cool point. Yeah. You crouch down behind a thicket. Thomas glances around, following each burst of movement in the forest. Suddenly, he winces. He massages his temples. 7, he whispers, his voice barely audible. Moving past. Don't want us. Stay still. They'll go on to the cabin. First of all, I'm going to pause again. I know I'm going to keep pausing as we keep playing this, but what is Thomas's, what is his power? I want to know because I don't think in part one they thoroughly explained that to us. I want to know because that seems like a really cool power. Let me just be honest. It seems pretty cool. And I still do not trust you, my good guy. I don't trust you one bit, but that's okay. You nod to him, hoping that the shield around the cabin will at least slow the creatures down. You stay as still as possible. The branches sway as the children of Reshkith dash along them. You hear a few of them move through the underbush beside you. A rubbery skinned body brushes against your hand as it passes. The creature stops, rises on its hind legs, hisses, "Oh, gang. I don't want to say we might get caught, but we might get caught." Your heart hammers in your chest. After a long moment, the child of Reshkith follow after the others, back toward the cabin. Ooh, oh, thank goodness. We should keep going, Thomas whispers. Can you find the trail again? You call the image of the house to mind once more. As before, the trees shift to either side of the path, leading more or less to the north. You lead the way down the trail, all the way to the edge of the forest, where it opens out onto a grassy field behind the Branson house. A barbed wire fence marks the border of the property, which expands a far distance in both directions. You could go around, but that will put you well over the time estimated you gave Lavinia. What do? Baby, we're gonna crawl under the fence. Yee! We didn't lose anything. Good for us. Keeping a wary eye on the house, you crouch down and crawl under the fence. One of the barbs dig into your shoulder and scrapes down your back. Ooh, climbing fences is not for the weak. You grit your teeth. It's far from the worst pain you've experienced, and there was probably no salvaging this shirt after all it's been through. Oh, right, because we almost got unalived in the last part of the series. So yeah, you pull down the bottom wires so Thomas can crawl under the fence. Together, you sneak through the yard towards the house, staying low to the ground as possible. The gate lies at the end of the dirt road. Jesus. A dirt driveway that runs past the house. About halfway between the gate and the main road sits the Branson's car, a green coupe. Ooh, I bet that bad boy was looking spiffy. They had just got through shining that bad boy. Ah, I I I have a love-hate relationship with vehicles. Um, I love the way they look. I love the way they sound. I just don't love the way that they scare me, bro. You lift the latch on the gate and you push it open. Oh, okay. The squeal of the hinges pierce the silence, sets your teeth on edge. You freeze. A burly sheepdog lops around from the front of the house, trailing a chain from its collar. As soon as you see it, as, as soon as it sees you, it starts barking. You beckon to Thomas, then run for the car. The dog snarls, teeth bared. It pulls against the chain. Ooh, that doggy's coming for you. Y'all better run. Keep an eye out, you whisper. You open the driver's side of the hood and lean in to reach the terminal block. The dog's incessant barking pushes you to hurry, but your hands shake. You take a deep breath to steady yourself. There's a light, Thomas whispers. Upstairs. Ooh. Inside the house, a man shouts, and a woman's voice answers. You feel something brush up against your leg. It's a cat. It's purring. Ah! I love kitties. They're so cute and so adorable. They just make my heart so happy. You peek around the raised hood. A tall man stands silhouette in the open doorway, holding a pew pew in the crook of his elbow. Oh! Gang, will this be the end of Ruthie and Thomas? Let's find out. Who's out there? This is private property. We need a distraction, you whisper. See what I'm doing here? These need to connect. Can you handle it? Thomas nods quickly. Now, you have to decide what kind of distraction to make. You could try an illusion, maybe of some coyotes or something. Another option would be to use your light spell on the cat and chase it off. Yet another option would be to start a fire. You think you could alter your light spell to create heat and perhaps start a fire in the tool shed near the house, although the cost in mana would be significant for an unpracticed spell. Oh, oh, okay. All right. So we can do an illusion spell for 3 mana. We only have 4, guys. I I kind of did a oopsie. I did a oopsie last episode and kind of lost a lot of our mana. My bad. We can do a light on the cat, which is 1 mana, or we could start a fire for 4 mana. I will just use the light. Okay, cute. So our mana only decreased by one. So we're good. We didn't lose any life and we didn't lose any cool. So I think we made the best decision. The cat looks up at you in the moonlight. You presume that you shouldn't light up the cat right next to the car that you're in the process of um, taking. You pick up the cat and begin carrying it off to the field. Soon the cat is digging in his hind legs into you. It hurts, but you don't drop him. The farmer calls out again, and he has his pew pew raised. You reach a tree and get behind it. You cast your light spell on the cat. He goes wild, scratches you more, and hisses. You let him drop and he runs. You stay hidden behind the tree. Moser, he shouts. What in the blazes is going on? Oh my gosh, that's such a cute name for him. Such a cute name. I love it. The glowing cat runs in a zigzag, obviously in a panic. What in tarnation? Shouts the farmer. Now the cat is running straight at him, probably having decided that home was the safest place for him. Betsy, the farmer calls as he raises his pew pew. Oh, her name is Betsy. Wait a minute. Cause so we have the farmer, we have Betsy, his wife, and we have Moser, the kitty cat. What the heck is the dog's name? I'm being nosy now. What I really want to know more about this cute little Vincent family. Okay, like I want to know. I want to know. An old woman pokes her head out. The devil? She shouts as the cat streaks past her into the house. You slink over to Thomas to help him with the hot wiring. The car. But before you reach him, the engine starts with the strong, confident purr of a well maintained machine. See, I told y'all that his vehicle would have been great. I love it. I love it. You jump in and Thomas backs it down the driveway. Stop, yells Branson. Oh, his name is Branson, not Benson. As he begins running toward you, he holds his pew pew up menacingly, but does not fire. No doubt afraid of damaging his new car. Yeah. So chat, if you ever no, you know what? I should not say what I was gonna think. Or yeah, I should not say what I was thinking. Because no, that's bad. That's really bad and you could lose a friend. So we're not even gonna no 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 no. Branson keeps pace with the car, but as he speeds up, he falls behind. He stops in the road, red faced and gasping for air. Dang. Well, Branson, how about you not try to run after a vehicle? That'd be great. Thanks. For a moment, you feel bad about stealing the car, and perhaps even worse about the cat. But you get over it quickly as you roll down the window to let the cool wind blow through your hair. The car races south along the main road. You grin, exhilarated. Cause you ain't been out the house. Ah! The giant oak stands at the roadside up ahead, but you don't see Uncle John and Lavinia. Thomas brings the car to a stop and you hop down. Thomas leans over the passenger seat. Maybe they didn't. We might need to. He releases a frustrated growl. In a careful, deliberate voice, he says, they might not have been able to hold down the children off. We should go in after them. Thomas, I don't want to say that's a dumb idea. I don't want to say that. But that's not the smartest idea. Because if Uncle John and Lavinia did get captured yet again, if we go in there, we might get captured too. So let's not do that, okay? You peer up at the tree. I'm not sure how he opened it, but I could give it a try. Okay, I guess we are going in. Okay, never mind. You reach for the broad trunk, but before you touch it, a green glow spreads up it, along the branches, down the veins, in the leaves. Just as it did before, the tree splits down the center. Lavinia steps through, followed closely by Uncle John. Yay! they survived. Ah! She carries a heavy object wrapped in a dark cloth. Even covered, the idol exudes an aura of power. Maribel has distracted them, but that won't be for long. Uncle John opens the door for Lavinia. Y'all, rip. Okay, so I'm gonna keep interjecting because, again, the last video did not have any audio, and I'm just gonna explain what happened. So Mirabelle lost her son in the last episode, and I still feel Bill. Still feel Bill. I still feel so bad for her because I believe that was her only son, and I did not expect her to help them, even though she was like, "Look, I'm gonna clean up this mess and I'm a dip because I'm done. I'm grieving for the only child that I had, and he's gone now. I'm done." I didn't think she would help them, but I'm so scared that we're gonna go back to that house, and Maribel is gonna be, unalived along with her son. I just can't take that kind of depression. I can't do it. We have to help her. You start toward the forest. Wait, he grabs your shoulder. This was her choice. Once they realize the relic is gone, they may leave her alone. Or, Uncle John, they might not leave her alone and they might unalive her. You, okay. The tinge of sadness in his eyes tells you that he believes that as little as you do. But given what the children of rich kids might do with the relic, what anyone might do with the full set, you know you have to press on. Oh, we should be going before they figure out what we've done, he says. You stare down the trail for a moment, then nod. Let's go. Oh, baby! All right, gang. Our life just increased by 1 point. Our mana increased by 4. Yeah, and our cool still stayed at 7. Oh, God. At 14 points, not 17. So we have a little life to spare, just a little bit, but not too much. I feel so bad. I feel bad because I was dangerously close to unaliving us the last episode, but thank goodness we made it through. Sometime during the long drive between Marooners Point and New York City, you drift off to sleep. Someone you have come to trust will betray you. Y'all, y'all, what have I been saying for the past 2 episodes? Okay, well, you didn't hear last episode. I don't trust Thomas. Kagome does not trust Thomas at all. I don't trust him. Or or it might be Uncle John or it might be Lavinia. And it might, you know what? I have so many theories. Let's press on. Let's press on. You awaken to see Thomas's face hovering over you. His eyes are rolled up in his head. Oh. Is he clairvoyant? What the? You push him, knocking him into the back of the driver's seat. Pete's sake, what's going on back there? Shouts Uncle John at the wheel. Thomas's eyes have returned. What? What? He stammers. What indeed? You exclaim. What are you playing at? I. It's just something I do. I see visions sometimes. Didn't mean anything by it. Oh, oh, oh. So he sees visions of either potential futures or he sees visions of the actual future. In any case, Thomas, baby boy, I'm so sorry. I've been doubting you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive Kagome for she has I have judged you unrighteously, and I feel so bad. I am so sorry, Pookie. I'm sorry. Forgive me. You take a deep breath and chuckle. For the record, I don't like waking up like that. Girl, me either. What you mean? Lavinia is twisted over the passenger seat, watching Thomas intently. What was it you said? Something about betrayal, you ask? Not sure. It was the kind I can't remember, says Thomas. I was asleep. When I have them in my sleep, I can't remember. He said, Someone you have come to trust will betray you, says Lavinia. Comforting, you say sarcastically. Happens to everyone sooner or later, your uncle calls. You can tell he's trying to be jovial, but you note a hint of anxiety in his voice. Oh, who betrayed my boy Uncle John? Who want to get these hands? Lavinia frowns, studies you and Thomas for a few seconds, then turns forward to her seat. Pale orange pink light peeks over the ocean to the east. Maybe Thomas can take the wheel for a while, says Uncle John. Lavinia already had a shift. What about me, you ask? Girl, girl, Ruthie, please don't make me mad again. Please don't. Because you just went through a whole ordeal. Like you almost got unalived in volume one after doing all that craziness with the with the people, with the cult people. We almost unalived you. I'm well, actually, we did unalive you once. But, don't make me mad. Get your rest. You need your rest, says Uncle John as he pulls over to the side of the road. Thank you, Uncle John. Because I'm tired of fussing at Ruthie. I'm tired of fussing at her. I can't do it. I sound like her aunt or something. Everyone rotates with Thomas at the wheel. You in the passenger seat, Lavinia and Uncle John sit in the back seat, watching the sun rise with matching expressions of sadness. Thomas keeps his hands. He sure does. He keeps his eyes on the road, as though a glance in any other direction would send the car careening into the ditch. By the time you reach New York, the sun has been up for a couple of hours. The drive slows to a crawl as you enter the city, and Thomas seems to find new levels of nervousness. Keep going along this road, says Uncle John. We want the Brooklyn Museum. Your uncle directs Thomas through the city toward the downtown area. As you drive past the row of shops, Lavinia leans forward. Drop me off here, she says. We could each do with a change of clothes. Oh, you real for that, girl. Thomas brings the car to a stop, drawing an angry honking from the vehicle behind him. He flinches. Lavinia opens her door and climbs out. I will find rooms for us as well. The Hotel Lexington, I should think. You nod. Thomas twists his body to check the road behind. He waits for a long opening before rejoining traffic. On the way through Brooklyn, a Hooverville passes you by. Passes by your window. A shanty town of weather-worn tents and shacks pieced together from a scrap wood and cardboard. Crooked, muddy streets run between them. You catch sight of two children playing in a puddle, then leave the car. The, then the car leaves them behind. Oh my gosh. You arrive at the Brooklyn Museum roughly 10 minutes later. Semicircular steps lead up to an imposing stone building crowned by a small dome. Roman columns stand outside the main entrance. The wheels bump onto the sidewalk as Thomas pulls the car over. Should dump the car someplace, he ruffles his hair. Probably report it. I'll take care of it. Thomas, you baddie. Okay, okay. Thomas has a little bit of a bad boy streak. I approve. I may know something by evening. Uncle John picks up the cloth wrapped idol as he climbs out of the car. Ruth, are you coming? Uncle John, I don't like this idea. I think you might be the person to betray us. You cast a glance at Thomas. He seems pretty antsy, but you have no doubt he can manage on his own. You climb out the car, then follow Uncle John up the steps and into the spacious entry hall. Your footsteps echo through the space. You had no idea your shoes were so loud. Uncle John strides across the room to the reception counter, where prim middle-aged women where a prim middle-aged woman stands ready to help visitors to the museum. I need to see Joan, please. Dr. Solberg. The woman looks at him up and down. Her gaze catches the blood stained shirt. Oh God, the food coloring stained shirt. Then her eyes cuts over to you. You're subtly very aware of each and every tear in your clothes, all the mud and food coloring, especially the mud. Oh, Uncle John furrows his brow. We were. He doesn't seem to know what to say. You could make up a lie. One option is to say that you were attacked in the street by hooligans. Another is to say that you were in a car accident. What do you do? Dang, so we just don't tell this lady the truth at all. All right, gang. I guess we were attacked. Ah, we got another cool point. Yippee! Made the mistake of asking for directions in the shanty town down the road, you say. She gasped. What? Savage hobos. No, I can't. I can't. I cannot. This game is too funny. Oh yes, I think there was really a misunderstanding. Your uncle stammers. Yes, there's complete banditry in this city. You frown. No, thank you. No, thank you. Did you report it? She asked. Oh, yes, yes, of course, says your uncle. After all we've been through, we really would like to see Dr. Solberg. Perhaps his office has somewhere for us to sit and rest, you say? Oh, of course, she says. Have a seat. I will call for him. Your uncle pats you on your back as you both make your way to the waiting area and sit down on a large leather sofa. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I believe we're going to stop it here for now. I think we did really well in this playthrough. I managed to not only not unalive us or lose any health, but we gained health twice. We gained a couple of cool points and we restored a bit of our mana. I am so happy and so grateful to everyone who's been watching this series so far. And thank you for all of your love and all of your support. And until the next time I record, which is probably going to be tonight or tomorrow, Kagome says, Arigato gozaimasu. Bye bye.